So why are we here today? We are here to actually celebrate the paving that happened in De Havilland and Schubert. The Schubert happened in 2007. It took 4 or 5 years for the De Havilland one to happen. And where is Smita? Is Smita here? Where is Smita? You gotta give it to her because she kept bugging me. When is the paving gonna happen? She asked me a million times and then it finally happened. So we are finally having a party. But it takes a lot of people to put up this party. Hi Smita, thank you. We owe Smita the party. So if you see Smita, you're going to thank her for the party. Because the paving happened because of Smita. Okay. So there are a lot of people who worked on this party, right? I mean, it takes a village to put together a party like this. So who are the people responsible? Where is Clark? Clark Miller. Where is Clark Miller? Monica Miller. Where are you? These are the people who have put the party together. Clark and Monica. Where is Lee? Lee and Bonnie. Lee and Bonnie. Yes, Lee was instrumental because he went out there, got the city permit for us. He was a liaison into the city. Lee was a phenomenal guy. Thank you, Lee, for everything you did. Where is Clark? I don't see Clark yet. Who else? There are a lot of other people. I'm going to make sure I get to all of them. We also had Reinhard and Rochford. Where is Reinhard? Reinhard, a big round of applause for Reinhard. Reinhard was instrumental for this party. And then we had, where is Mir Levy? Mir is right here. This is his turf. We are in his turf and we better be nice to Mir. Where is Mir? Mir is missing in action. And then Peggy. Where is Peggy Clark? Peggy, a big round of applause for Peggy. Peggy did a lot of work. We had a lot of meetings, a lot of talk, but finally this all seemingly came together. Where is Mary Atkinson? Mary, thank you for everything you did. A big round of applause for Mary. And Nicole Chang. Where is Nicole? I just saw Nicole somewhere. Hi Nicole, thank you for everything you did. And finally Rishabh Kumar was our treasurer. Where is Rishabh? Where is Rishabh? He was our treasurer. He was maintaining our Excel spreadsheet with all the dues and everything. So, so let's run through a quick logistics. Our appetizers are over there. Hopefully you have already discovered them. And I see some of you already eating it. Our main course is over there. So I think the appetizer comes before the main course, right? Do the appetizers come before the main course? Yes, so maybe we want to hold off on the main course for a little bit later, after the entertainment perhaps. And there are garbage bins supposedly in that corner over there. All your plates are recyclable, so please make sure that you recycle the plates. Clean it off the food particles into the trash bags and then put the plates into the recyclable containers, or the blue containers. Peggy, do we have any blue containers over there? Peggy or Mary? Do we have any blue containers? We do. Okay, perfect. And one other note of caution, have you all locked your doors and homes nicely? Because we will have some patrolling. Our Captain Binder has actually promised us that he'll be patrolling a neighborhood, but make sure that you have locked your homes properly for that. And now one other aspect of why we are here today is to talk about our neighborhood safety. We launched neighborhood safety back in 2006 and it's time to re-energize it. So I would like all the block captains to come out here, all the block captains. So Jayashree Krishnamurthy, where is Jayashree? She just left, okay. Venkat Raman, is Venkat here? Nipun Agarwal, Nipun is here? Okay, Nipun, come on up here. There's Revati and Ashok here. Ashok, come on up here. We have Nicole. Nicole is right there. Nicole, come on up here. Nicole, stop gossiping. Come here. And then we have Kathy Robertson. Is Kathy here? Kathy and Doug. Okay. Peggy's here. Peggy, come on down. We have, is Mir is not here yet, right? Mir Levy. Then we have Mary. Mary, come on up here. Karen, is Karen here? Karen, no Karen. Deanna Hopkins? Do we have Deanna? Well, this is a sneak preview of all our block captains of our neighborhood. And if you are curious for more information, they are up there by the registration desk. We have all the different zones, all the different block captains, and we have the email address and phone number. So make sure you go up there and figure out who your block captain is if you haven't figured it out yet. So with that, having introduced our concept of neighborhood safety and our block captains, I would like to introduce Officer Morrissey. Don. He wants me to call him Don. So, it was rather interesting because the other day I was driving in Saratoga. And I was a little bit tipsy, so I was pulled over, as it turns out. I was really pulled over, and it's the wrong thing to say right here in this forum. But I was tipsy and I was pulled over, and I don't know who the captain was, officer was. He walked up to me and he said, "How high are you?" You know, he looked at me, "Sir, how high are you?" And I looked at the officer and I said, "Officer, you're saying it all wrong. You're saying it all wrong. You should say, 'Hi, how are you?'" It didn't really happen like this. I don't even drink, so officer, no need to be worried about it. But I'll pass the mic to Don. He's going to introduce himself and talk a little bit about neighborhood safety.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Don Morrissey. I'm the lieutenant assigned to the West Valley Patrol Division. I'm the assistant division commander, serving the cities of Cupertino, Saratoga, and Los Altos Hills and the unincorporated portions of western Santa Clara County. Real quick, I'll just tell you about the sheriff's office. The cities of Cupertino, Saratoga, and Los Altos Hills contract with the Santa Clara County Sheriff's Office to provide their police services. We're very proud, we're very fortunate, and we're very happy to be part of the community here in Saratoga. I think this is an amazing turnout. I think it's great that everybody's getting outside and actually getting to meet each other and know each other. Getting to know each other and knowing your neighbors is very important nowadays when it comes to safety and the security in your neighborhoods. Obviously, property crimes are relatively high, or a little bit of a rise right now in Santa Clara County. A lot of people probably seen that Palo Alto is experiencing a strong increase in the amount of residential burglaries that they're having right now. It's on the news. We're very happy in Saratoga to have a lower burglary rate per capita than them, and I think it's due in large part to the fine work that the men and women of the Santa Clara County Sheriff's Office do. Deputy Steve Fernandez is here tonight. He'll be around if anybody has any questions, but before we turn the mic back over, I just thought I'd provide you with some tips when it comes to securing your home. One of the things that we're seeing now, with the weather being hot, a lot of people leave windows and doors open, whether it be in their vehicles or at their homes. Garage doors stay open, they stay unlocked, windows stay open and unlocked at night. We are actually seeing people come into people's homes and commit burglaries while the residents are at home through open windows. So it's very crucial to make sure your windows stay closed or have some type of safety lock on them to only allow them to open up a small amount. Not big enough for obviously a person to fit in, but enough to let some air in. Alarm systems, dogs, if you like dogs, those are great deterrents. Lighting around the perimeter of your home is always great, but knowing your neighbors and knowing what's going on, knowing that your neighbors are home, or knowing that your neighbors are away, knowing what kind of cars belong in the neighborhood. Those things are very huge for us when it comes to preventing burglaries and also hopefully being able to solve them if one does occur. Oh, there you go. So anytime that we get a burglary in the neighborhood, a lot of times the deputies will go around and they'll ask the neighbors if they saw anything suspicious that are related or that are near the crime scene or the house that was burglarized. And most of the time, unfortunately, we're hearing people, "No, I didn't notice anything," or "I don't really go out too much." So getting to know your neighbors, knowing what your neighbors drive, like I said, is huge, and it could lead to successful apprehension of a burglar and also possibly solving any type of crime like that. So I think, like I said, I applaud you for getting to know each other, but if there is a suspicious vehicle in your neighborhood, if you think something does not seem right, please don't hesitate to call the sheriff's office. That's what we're here for. We enjoy we have the best job in the world. I'm not gonna deny that. So we enjoy coming out, being able to investigate and make sure that you have a safe and secure community. There's a couple phone numbers you can call. They're on our website. You can also arrange for somebody was asking me earlier about a patrol check, for vacation patrol check. If you're going on vacation, you can contact the West Valley substation. Our main office is over off of De Anza, 1601 De Anza, and you can request a patrol check. And what that does is that every night the sergeants, or every day, every shift, the sergeants sit down with their teams and they read the patrol checks that we're going to have in the area and the time frame that is. And on the patrol check form, you can list what time lights are going to be on and off, what lights are going to be on and off, if there is going to be any lights on, what vehicles should be along at the house, whether you stopped at paper, those kind of things. And also who we can contact in the event something happens. All that information is really good for us, and it also allows us to come into the neighborhoods and know to make sure we drive through that street, because it's difficult. The size of the city of Saratoga makes it difficult for all the deputies to get everywhere. But if we know you're going out of town, it allows us the opportunity to come over and check on your home while you're away. Other than that, I'll be around if anybody has any questions. Thank you for the invitation. Both Deputy Fernandez and I are very pleased to be here. Captain Bender sends his regrets. But once again, any questions you may have, feel free to stop Deputy Fernandez around.
Thank you, Don. Thank you, Deputy Fernandez, for being here. And if you will stay on, we might have a few questions. We'll sort of let this run through, but essentially, if anybody has questions, please go and have a one-on-one conversation. And it's a much more pleasant conversation compared to when you are pulled over, you know. So a little bit of housekeeping. You know, we talked about the location of our trash cans, the recyclable containers. So please make sure you recycle the eating dishes, you know. And we don't have a whole lot of them because our budget was only $140 and we wanted to stay under budget. That's what we collected. So please try to use them at least a couple times. You know, try to use them for the appetizers as well as the main dish. Even though we have, you know, we should be okay. Okay, now let's see what else. We need everyone to help clean up. That is very important because we want to leave this street intact, you know, better than how we found it, so that next year this neighborhood will, this street will call us back. And the drive, our neighbors are gracious enough to let us use it. So let's try to clean it up and leave it spick and span. So please, everyone, do not just leave after the party. Please jump in and let's do a little bit to put it back together. Now, we talked about, one other thing was we talked about block captain. We also have a neighborhood Yahoo group, emails. And if you are, I still discovered about 7 families who are not in the loop yet. So if you know anybody who is not getting our neighborhood emails, I think we have the sign-up sheet right at the registration. And with that, I'm going to invite one of my amazing friends. You know, he is just an icon in Silicon Valley. You know, and he truly is. And I've seen him perform at many different occasions. And he's just a phenomenal performer. You know, he actually truly represents Silicon Valley because he talks about high-tech living. You know, I mean, he's a technologist. He has this amazing flavor to his songs and his lyrics that he ends up writing himself. He composes his own music, and he churns out some phenomenal tracks. You know, I listen to him. I am out at Blue Rock Shoot where he performs very often, and I get to experience his music. And I'm so glad that Rafi, a big round of applause for Rafi Espiritu, right there. Rafi is a phenomenal performer. We should be very happy that Rafi found the time to join us here today. Thank you, Rafi. And do you want this plugged in, Rafi? Yes, you can plug it in. So Rafi likes to sing about Silicon Valley. You know, living in Silicon Valley and about loving, a combination of living and loving. And his lyrics can be funny, they are very romantic too, and they truly represent Silicon Valley. So you guys are in for a treat. So big round of applause for Rafi again. And I think that's it. It's smaller.
For some other guys. What do you think? Yeah, kind of. Hello everyone. I'd like to thank Rishi, of course, for inviting me here, and I'm so happy to see a neighborhood like this. I think you should be an example to other neighborhoods in the valley. I know it's some of our city of Sabotage in Silicon Valley. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Oh, there you go. Sorry. Summertime in Silicon Valley. Though the orchard's now gone, we still have the golden sun. Go to the boardwalk, Half Moon Bay and beyond. Oh yeah, palms have gone crazy, I don't mind. 'Cause God showed some mercy, He gave us some fun in Silicon Valley. God gave us some fun in Silicon Valley. He gave us some fun in the farmers market and neighborhood parties. So much goodness to find. Oh yeah, don't need much money to sweeten your honey. So easy to unwind. Silicon Valley, one of a kind. Summertime in Silicon Valley. Though the jobs are now gone, we still have the golden sun. Go to the cities, enjoy the arts and the wine. Oh yeah, free download movies. Why can't I? Oh, God showed some mercy. He gave us some fun in Silicon Valley. God gave us some fun. Silicon Valley gave us some fun in the farmers market, neighborhood parties. So much goodness to find. Oh yeah, don't need much money This song is dedicated to Rishi. Rishi is an email person. Like just today, I probably received a couple of emails from him. And I heard him talking about being connected with each one through email. So I wrote this song about email. So if it ain't an email, it ain't real. And you can sing along if you want. If it ain't an email, it ain't real. If it ain't an email, it ain't real. My job description in this high-tech world